Chapter 2: Death to Melanin Skin Bleaching. Skin bleaching has become a widespread occurrence in Black women, especially women of this age and time. Yes, it had over the years, and gained more ground amidst women in general, and most notably the Black community. For those who had no idea that some Black women living in the United States and others around the earth bleached their skin, well, don't be alarmed. Something they continue to do despite the effects it has on their body and mind. I refer to bleaching as the death of melanin, what it means when you have women or even some Black men apply several chemicals in the form of lotions and creams and soaps on their skin to have the melanin reduced or subsequently removed if it is indeed possible at all. Many Black sisters and brothers do this in many countries that they dedicate their lives to and couldn't care less for whatever outcome becomes of their skin or even more their integrity as Blacks. It makes me ask several questions of them, and even more, it makes me question the fate of the Black populace. I sit and think and ask, what can happen to prevent such a despicable act of damaging our beautiful skin, all because we intend to mimic or even resemble some other race? One in which we deny who we are as best as possible and find ways to negate ourselves from our identification. The European beauty standards are physically and mentally enslaving our melanin people every day. My people are prisoners of their Black souls. It is sincerely disturbing to see and experience more and Blacker women and even some men deciding to bleach. It sickens me to watch them choose of their own volition to damage something so perfect and rare. This chapter isn't dealing with any case of forced actions upon the Black race. Here we are taking a good look at how the Black race is mentally enslaving themselves with the white media propaganda, artificial beauty standards. Manipulation is one of the most used people tools against people for agendas or other things. They are controlling people by television, movie, entertainment overall. The music world pressure artists to bleach or want them to be light-skinned to maximize their full earning growth. Don't be a slave to killing your melanin for no price of money or fame. You can say the white men and white supremacy laid the groundwork and foundation for whatever mental issues the Black brothers and sisters who bleach are suffering from or trying to recover. Can always cast a finger in the direction of the white man and their plan and lay so many blame at their feet. But this time around, we should bear a more significant grunt in the accusers and take them to the chin. The truth is, the Black men and Black women bleaching are doing so because they feel they need to and feel they have to and therefore want to. I don't know if the comment made any sense to you, but if it does not, I will implore you to take another moment to read it once again. The word for word if you must, and you will see what it is that I hope to share with you. Like I stated earlier, bleaching is the death of melanin. It is no different from putting someone up to get burnt alive, but in this case, the melanin which so beautifully covers our skin and keeps our identity as Blacks, which is what God made us and who we meant to be, is being subjected to chemicals created purposefully to destroy this melanin. I can sincerely call it melanin elimination. We can try and figure out why a host of my dear Black sisters and brothers are continually working to destroy their melanin or even successfully killing it. There are many answers to that, which bothers along with sociopathic reasons and the need to want to become what they aren't. But first of all, we should ask how in God's name they decided to destroy beautiful Black skin. I mean, isn't melanin shining brightly underneath our skin cells, which sets us apart from the typical white race, the badge of honor we Blacks expected to don proudly? Is melanin not supposed to be our pride and joy? Is it not said to be the identification card we announce our presence and superiority anywhere we go? The questions leave me baffled and ponderous of what exactly it is with these people. They are doing it to us. It leaves me extremely perplexed about how such beauty and diamonds can choose to get truncated in our skin. I find it not only baffling, but sad, gross, and uncalled. If it were possible to sentence the perpetrators of these heinous acts to jail and label it as a crime, I would do it. I hope every country globally, including the USA and the United Nations, ban chemical skin bleaching companies should be prosecuted and shut down everywhere. Living in the United States and worldwide, especially where there is a high population of Black people or where there are Blacks in large numbers, hundreds of companies are grossing and amassing in millions of dollars, if not more, a year with whitening creams and lotions, which they sell to the degenerate breeds of Black brothers and sisters who aren't comfortable with their skin. They even go as far as to show how confident and bold they are with selling these products that you will find them mainly printed on billboards in countries such as Africa. We have Black female celebrity stars flying to places like Nigeria promoting skin bleaching. Many Black people sell their souls for money. Just because our brothers and sisters are Black doesn't mean they also have agendas. You have many sisters and parents pressuring their daughters, especially, to skin bleach. Black women also urge their friends to bleach, and sadly, many start killing their skin. I would not give a jab to a person who bleaches his or her skin. It is terrible, and nothing good can come out of it if you ask me. It only shows very little is being done to curb these people from making the wrong choices to destroy their skin and perfect complexion. Believe it or not, these large billboards are not only by the young Blacks, but they also send some subliminal messages to them, fine-tuning their thoughts and creating dislodge in their ability to like their skin from a tender age. You will have children who will from an early age assume their skin color isn't good enough or that it isn't worthy for them to wear it when they see adverts from soap, cream, and lotion making companies spread all around the roadsides. These adverts and encouraging campaigns that targeted significant financial gains promote the worst form of self-hate I can put into a bracket. They support self-hate ads, the delusion that grows with young Black minds from a tender age up until they are mature. They promote dislike for the Black skin and try and validate their insatiable need to make money at all costs by telling you and I that our skin isn't good enough and should try to get rid of it. While I call their actions nothing but hokum, I term their acts as selfish, and that is by their need to make money over my brothers and sisters' genuine needs. They have told lies, portrayed them out for people to see, and for their minds to get weakened in the process. They have spent years perfecting various techniques, why they can or will attack the brain successfully and reshape it to their will. So they can get more prosperous and their bank accounts can get fatter while your skin loses its value and pride. As a Black man, as a lover of our culture, I will tell you this as an advocate for every Black skin and our beautiful race, that your skin is perfect. Love your skin. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Even some Black people are toxic, and their tongues carry nothing but total damage. How on earth can anyone discriminate against the Black skin? I mean, isn't it absurd just on the face of it? Every surface is beautiful from Black to white and other mixed races, but you cannot contend that the Black skin is super cute and stands out from the others. Trying to change your skin color does not guarantee whatever marketing hype these lotion and bleaching cream companies tell you. There is no feat of supremacy to be attained when you alter your skin color or damage it irreversibly in the process of wanting to become someone else. What is wrong with being you? Is it bad to be Black? These are potent questions that we sincerely need to ask ourselves. In any way, we cannot allow ourselves to continue to dally in the treacherous waters of losing our identity all because we want to be someone else. We should not let anyone brainwash us into believing the white skin is the right image to be held in the world or to be attained before the worldly eyes. White skin isn't the standard to beauty and isn't the green card to getting accepted, as some might want to believe. I know some, if not many, do these things for personal reasons, but these reasons border around not handling their insecurities. Bleaching is only a terrible idea and an excellent example of how many severe cases are being set for our Black sisters and brothers worldwide. I don't think we have given this issue much thought and how we are the only ones trying to become what the whites aren't doing in return. How many white women have you seen visiting a dermatologist to help them get an ample amount of melanin underneath their skin so they can be like us? How many of them aspire to transform their surfaces into the same color as ours? They admire us, yes, but they know too well they don't need to become us. See, many of these whites will still never respect or accept you even after you become thoroughly bleached and have no tincture of melanin left in your skin. If your self-worth and level of importance are in some way attached to having a white surface, then you are placing yourself in a tight situation that is bound to leave your heart broken afterward when you realize these whites still will not respect or regard you. Look at how the Chinese people are ripping us off of billions of dollars every year. Do you have any idea how easy it is for them when they don't have Blacks in their country, aside from the Africans that migrate there? They make millions of dollars off the hard-earned money our Black men and women produce through their beauty shops and parlors. They give nothing back to the Black community or race at large. They don't give a damn about us, and they care less for whatever is to become of us. All they want is the money. They care nothing about you, even as a customer, selling you artificial self-hate. You can die of skin cancer for all they care, or have your skin looking like a white person or talking like a white woman. You will still be Black. I can only hope the government can try and do the Black community this one favor and ban the production or sales of these terrible products called bleaching creams, soaps, and lotions. I hope serious actions come down to outlaw these companies and their practices. It will bring a lot of comfort to my soul with a slight worry and unhappiness because hundreds of thousands of people will lose their jobs from working in these companies. The abundant amount of embarrassment I have for those who bleach and choose to damage their skin also worries me that they don't seem to realize just how badly they can quickly get skin cancer. I mean, does it not scare you that due to your own decision not to feel content with your skin, you might incur a deadly disease that is bound to end the same life you think you're trying to better by becoming someone else? It brings to focus a sense of irony, seeing you are trying to enjoy life by trying to become someone else, but death has another plan entirely for you, as it throws a spanner into your works and brings everything crumbling to the ground. Is it not more comfortable realizing that you are beautiful and that you then to go through the agony of spending so much money to better your skin, but only to end up spending even more to treat your health after a short while? I believe being content and happy with whom you are and the fact that you're Black is the best achievement you can hope to have for yourself. God did not design you with a fault or any form of blemish, my dear Black sisters. He sincerely did not create you with problems or any disfiguration, which means you should not continue to try and seek acceptance in these worldly things that are bound to harm us and genuinely assist us. I frankly believe it is part of what helps me keep going strong regardless of what the world might tell me about my skin color. I've grown quite a thick skin to the adverts on bleaching and the stigmatization associated with it if you aren't part of the community of Black brothers and sisters using these harmful products. Many Black sisters and brothers will talk about your skin, criticize you for being Black, and it is also the original color of their skin before they decided to begin tearing it away with chemicals. They will talk down on you, try to negate you from their gathering, and even try to upstage you in every way by making you believe you aren't handsome or pretty, or that you don't belong where they stand. They do all these things for one goal, to be like the white men and white women. They want some recognition and acceptance from the white populace. I find myself laughing endlessly because these white women and men will never hand their respect to a Black person just because they bleach their skin. They have done well in brainwashing our Black brothers and sisters into believing they will get better acceptance and attain respect through trying to mimic their skin color. Still, the white community and society at large know deep within that this isn't the case. White women are always treated in better regards, and by whom? They are treated in the best regards by our Black brothers and sisters, while their white men also treat them accordingly. These people will shun us, rebuke us, and cast us into a corner of non-existence in their mind, while many of us labor hard and tirelessly to get in their good graces. It is a shame, and it will continue to be this way unless some of us come to the dawning realization that there is nothing called equity between our race and theirs. Many of our Black brothers and sisters will continue to wallow in the mediocrity of believing they can touch the white man's helm of acceptance when, in truth, we don't exist in the same world as them, or at least not in their mind. Don't misquote me or believe I know everything, but I'm just a concerned Black man trying to pour out my genuine heartfelt pain and torment so our Black race can understand better. We don't need to hate our skin before we can get accepted, and we don't need to have our Black sisters forcefully turning white to be the queens they naturally are. All we need is to place ourselves in situations where we will get nothing but absolute respect and a reasonable degree of acceptance as Blacks with the rare pigment of dreams called melanin running through our skin. Considering our melanin does a lot for us and functions than having a white skin can ever do for us, it baffles me time and time again and why we would even want to dally on the side of danger and remove it. I don't go to the beach putting on sunblock excessively because I'm worried and scared of receiving the sun rays, which nature is trying to share with me. I enjoy myself on the beach and the sunlight through my melanin without worrying about getting any form of skin cancer or burns. In these moments, I feel wonderfully made and I feel free. And it's possible, and I implore our Black sisters and brothers to enjoy this feeling as well. I write this book as a tribute to our dear and loving Black sisters especially, so they can understand what they hold within themselves and for everyone to know what real powers are being Black. It excites me to see many Black folks loving their skin and even needing much encouragement. Genuinely makes my day feel brighter and my thoughts more manifest. When I look at a Black sister taking pictures and smiling at herself, she knows she is beautiful, and not because she needs validation from the white folks, But even at this, many others still cannot find peace or joy in loving themselves. They continue to struggle with enjoying what they have within, and it hurts me sincerely even to witness them go through all of this. Do they not see that the Black woman's skin holds within it the rarest form of beauty ever? Can they open their eyes to see what I can see and feel how important it is to have this melanin in our skin? I sincerely see having melanin underneath my skin as a privilege and nothing else, and it will continue to be so till the day I take my last breath in this bittersweet world. I will continue to try and spread the same confidence I wake up every morning and why I choose the Black race over anyone else. I understand there are lots of pressure being placed on many people out there to become what they are not and what God has not made them to be. Having to force someone, especially a Black entity, into becoming what God didn't make them into is pure racism, and there is nothing comparable to it. It is part of what forces people to try and become who they are not, or even worse, try to kill their true selves in the process of doing so. It is what had come to define our Black youths these days, unlike back in the days when many were comfortable with the black shining on their smooth skin, even if it brought difficulty. There is nothing that justifies any of these actions. Stop the self-hate. These actions should not be accepted by any Black person who genuinely wants freedom and not the mental chains still being forced around our necks and minds these days. It is unbelievable that in such times we will continue to struggle with issues such as this. It might come across to many as nothing but meager and that it doesn't matter, but it does a great deal. If it ever stops at bleaching the skin alone and it transcends beyond this even more, while you try and assume it is a subtle matter, bear it in mind that for every Black skin tone genuinely lost to these bleaching agents, are taken thousands, if not millions, to come killing our melanin skin is wrong. Understand that for every skin we allow to go through the oppressive state of castigation and discrimination, they will have the potential to want to change and abolish their beautiful skin, all in the name of accepting a hazardous one. The responsibility to try and stop or manage all of these isn't just a one-person task or job. I write all these facts to lend strength from you as you draw inspiration from my voice towards ensuring that everyone is treated fairly and not made to become victims of circumstances they could have worked around. I want my words to become the weapon with which you forge ahead every day as you battle the endless discriminations we are getting used to, like Black men and women. Educate your children early enough and make them understand that there is absolutely nothing wrong with their skin. Tell them they don't have to resemble that white kid in their classroom to succeed in life. Make them understand their heritage lies in the Black color attached to their skin, and that it should never get thrown away regardless of whatever they come against or that comes for them in this cold and troubling world. I repeat, educate your kids and make them know. In so doing, they are bound to carry a better zeal towards protecting our skin color and pride into their future long after we are gone. This education in respecting, believing in, and choosing our skin color over white men isn't for the Black generation, period. Too many elderlies have lost their paths and are looking like individual bags of Skittles, just because they have destroyed their skin and brought them different discoloration. They too have lost in ways we cannot imagine, and they are bound to fail even more if we don't re-educate them in a manner that will help correct the ways they think and adjust their thoughts into proper lanes with that of a Black man or woman. I don't fancy seeing our people walking around in patched skins and looking as if they don't know or like they are struggling to belong to the Black community. Places such as Africa, Jamaica, and other third world countries continually find themselves trapped when it has to do with these bleaching practices. They remain stagnated in the filth called skin bleaching and don't seem to know how to get themselves free from it. I've witnessed this with my own eyes, and I also happened to come across a beautiful black-skinned African woman who was nothing short of a goddess who suddenly decided to bow to social pressure by bleaching her skin. It left me angry and concerned, and I did what any Black advocate in my position would do. I called her out on it and told her what I felt. I did not do it in a manner that will upset her or allow her to see me as someone who hates, but in a way that is sure to make her believe it genuinely care for her well-being and that I don't want her going through the many unfortunate circumstances attached with skin bleaching. I implore you all to please stop rubbing these messy substances on your skin and reject them even if they are being given freely or on a cheap. For God's sakes, it does no good to or for you, and when the harm comes knocking, these companies will only siphon you for some more money until you have nothing left and death comes hitting. I understand the zeal for many of us Blacks who opt for bleaching our skin is to become more comfortable in ourselves. Companies lie all the time. The device means to rip you off entirely while they are smiling on their way to the bank. There are organizations set up by those who support racism and whose only care and concern lie not of or for you, but for what you have in your pocket to offer. Every action they take, every false preaching they give about caring for your skin, and every word of encouragement they try to provide you with ultimately has something to do with them wanting your money than anything else in the world. These companies are like vultures, and they continue to prey on those who are down and insecure. They have seen the perfect means to exploit the black race, which is through the one thing that haunts and worries most of the black populace for hundreds of years. Like sharks who have caught the smell of blood, these companies go hard at you and never stop chewing until they leave you bare regarding your money and empty on the inside without any sense of fulfillment. The sad part of this is that you will assume these companies will stop at one point in time or the other, but they open more companies and sell more of these toxic materials to our women. Like addicts who cannot help themselves, they take these products and use them over and over and again. In honesty, there is a sense of addiction attached to skin bleaching. It is addictive, and it is an addiction that only wants many to continue doing it until they are left bare in the skin and can go no further. The primary reason is many cannot maintain the level reached when to begin bleaching, or while trying to attain it, are forced to fork out some more cash for presumably better products or lines of bleaching products. When this happens, they find their souls trapped and clingy to getting more harmful consequences. Some might even spiral out of control and begin to try a bit of everything to see what suits them or what will bring their color back to perfection. While being on the verge of trying to chase so many standards, they end up having none. Isn't it just a burst of irony? The irony in it is that in the end, you find many of them trying to get back what they lost or slightly threw away, but it becomes just too late because their skin are now in patches and unwanted. Many beauty industries are nothing but thieves who will prey on your mind and make you believe that, beautiful black-skinned sisters, you are nothing but a mistake. They will make you see silly reasons why you need to adopt the use of their products, but in the end, make fortunes off of you while you gain nothing but more self-loathing and hatred for what you have become from them. The remarkable side of this also is that these companies don't use their products. You find white-skinned men and women run many of them, and they never use their items, because they know better and they believe we, black men and women, don't. They see us as fools who will continue to run after their vague promises and assurances that they can help us get accepted. Well, I say to hell with their assurances. We don't need them helping us get validation or acceptance in any way. We should see them as the frauds they are and not allow them in the slightest assume any position in our school of thoughts unless they will derail our mentality entirely and try to impose their rubbish. We are unique, and our sisters are most qualified to walk the earth as proud beings. Don't let their evil doctors and scientists continue to devalue what they don't know or understand. We will continue to do better and avoid them as best as we can. We will sharpen our minds and enlighten ourselves in ways that will make us more exceptional. They want to keep taking from us and give nothing positive back. We need to gather distasteful racist products and cast them out of our lives as soon as possible. Skin-producing companies attack our dear Africa. They can preach their lies to the poor folks over there and take away their money. They spread their negative propaganda and cover it with sheets of lies to lure the black folks. They find where it hurts the most for these people and promise them some sense of reprieve or atonement when in actuality, there is absolutely none. This is an absolute scandal and scam. Theft which has not with and which isn't. Our beautiful Africans don't deserve this. Yes, many of these countries don't possess laws to fight against these kinds of theft and discrimination, but we can fight for them on the other end of the world. We can stand our ground on their behalf and rally around to seek actions against these thieves. They deserve our protection when necessary. The future lies in our own hands, and if anyone tells you that being black isn't going to be of any good or help to you, trust me, they are nothing but insane and don't understand what being black truly means or what it stands. It represents beauty, it means boldness, it means pride above everything else, and it says we are gods and goddesses. For one, I will never indulge in the harmful practices of skin bleaching, and I will continue to preach against it fervently. I hope we understand better and seek ways to have a united front on these issues without overcoming our oppressors. The white men and women come in different ways to derail our self-belief and dampen our strength from being black. Skin bleaching is one of the many tools the white men have created to make us their puppets. It is high time we stop dancing to these beats of hypocrisy from these people. It is time that we decide to stick with our skin color and stop shaming those who have fought for and with that same color you're trying to destroy from your body. You should only imagine or even try and read up on the millions that lost their lives because they were Black. They chose to remain Black, and I am proudly going to do the same too. I am Black and always will be Black. I ask every Black woman everywhere to stop skin bleaching. If you are doing this, please don't kill your melanin. The most shocking note to the current Black race for me is when I take a good look at their ankles, knuckles, feet, and sometimes even the corner of their eyes. I do this not to intimidate people, but to see who has decided to shed off the naturally glowing and beautifully created Black skin we were born with as Black brothers and sisters. Honestly, it is painful to see the famed Black skin slowly degrading and always damaging their skin to horrendous bleaching. Then the death in the making for our beautiful skin, and one that many people are still practicing. You don't even need to look around at people to identify those bleaching or not. It is everywhere and becoming rampant than ever. I've seen kids no more than 13 with beautiful glowing skin and ebony hair which typifies the outstanding Black skinned people who had her skin bleached, which I guess is unknowingly by her parents. It got me enraged and begot the question as to why a parent would not be proud of the Black skin and why such parents will attempt to harm it that much. I mean, can't we all see how beautiful and magnificent the Black skin truly is? Are we so ashamed of our Black skin and the fact that melanin separates us from the other races? Why are we ashamed of remaining as we are? If you'd ask me, I believe Black skin is the most beautiful and most underrated skin color anyone can have. It shines brightly and glows dearly under the sun, protects you from personal cancerous effects that others suffer, and it also shields you from extreme cold in ways you wouldn't understand until you slowly begin to kill the melanin you have embedded deep inside of it. Many people are currently killing their skin and not caring about it. To this effect, this chapter aims to ensure we turn those people around by making them see the errors and evilness of their ways and how badly they ought to stop. My goals are to inspire, ensuring them the knowledge that Black skin is gold and should be well appreciated, whereas bleaching is only a hell path towards self-destruction. Take a moment to visit a medical practitioner to enlighten us on how harmful bleaching is or can be to the skin. Most, if not all, medical practitioners will tell you that bleaching leaves your skin compromised and open to a host of harmful events that you might not be able to see immediately. When I try to justify the reason people bleach, I come up with just two reasons. They want to become accepted into the white community, and they also see their skin as a stigma and want to feel whiter. Yes, these are my thoughts, and while I stand by them, I will also like to declare the fact that I, in no way, have anything against the white community. This book and the wordings merely point out that Black people are skin bleaching, are subjecting themselves with skin creams that are pure evil. Some people continue to harm their skin to kill their Blackness and desperately try to be in the white woman's image or white man. This is sickness. They don't realize how backward those actions are. Find the beauty in yourself. We as Black skinned men and women are already different and unique. Bleaching to feel different is hustling backward. Is it not baffling that we choose to ditch our original feature to wear a fake one? It is even more ridiculous when we consider how much people are aching to put themselves in harm's way as regards cancer, all because they want to bleach skin. It makes me cringe and causes my heart to thump with nervousness when I continue to take a critical look at all these events unfolding. My writing borders around preaching death towards skin bleaching. It is why I am a proud advocate for the practice to stop and that Black folks should respect their color and stop being silly. You should not continue degrading your existence all because you feel different. You shouldn't be killing your skin color, but should instead go on the attack to help stop the bleaching skin creams and lotion companies. Do not give them any of your money. It is even more nauseating when you see Black brothers and sisters struggling financially buying these bleaching products all because they want to fit in. They spend their last pennies on purchasing these products and refusing it to realize on painful truth. That while they are attempting to copy some other race and become them, those races are doing everything within their power not to be like Blacks. How much of irony and how saddening is that? Let the thought sink in. While you are trying to kill your Black skin so you can take on a whiter appearance, those with the natural white appearance are doing their best not to be Black. Isn't to insult anyone, but a call to common sense so we can see how silly our actions are. Along the line, I will clearly state the harmful effects of bleaching for you all to see and note. Besides, have you attempted to touch or hold someone who has spent years bleaching their skin on any exposed skin layer on their body? Well, I've done this, and to be honest with my readers, There was nothing fair or firm about their skin's structural feel. Indifference to the toughest layer God has bestowed on them, as blacks now have nothing but a thin layer of compromised skin covering their internal parts. And it brings me profound pain and sadness, and it also makes me cringe with hurt to even think about it. Something naturally built can never be the same as the artificial ones. The quality will undoubtedly differ, and that is what most bleachers are doing the fighting for: false acceptance and fake love. Don't kill your skin any longer. Bring death to the bleaching instead. Sisters, it's just an open call to arms for Black folks about bleaching. It is a genuine one meant to make sure that we all pick up our heart's sense and desire not to see our race tarnished with chemicals in the form of bleaching cream and lotions. Bleaching doesn't only damage the skin, but so far, so badly, it has continued to spit at our race. Imagine not telling who is genuinely Black because you are worried about the possibility of them bleaching. Imagine having to struggle with identifying someone you have known for years, but who now looks like a stranger because of bleaching. Imagine the disrespect bleaching continues to lace our skin color and race. Who wants to respect someone who isn't proud to be himself or herself? This bleaching of a thing is a common practice between Black sisters, and I am saying this with absolute assurance. I've seen it well enough, and I know for an individual that Black sisters bleach far more than Black brothers do. When they do this, they ridicule our beautiful skin and table us for disrespect. To make things even more confusing, half the time, if not most of the time, these Black sisters bleaching do not understand the constituents of the chemicals they are applying on their skin. Their desire to feel white is so high that they don't mind damaging themselves, damaging their culture, and making a mockery of the entire system. The system I talk about is the Black people's integrity and our right always to be Black and feel Black. I speak of their need to remain as Blacks and not have to crumble under the weight of other skin color expectations. Therefore, I repeat and I say with a passion, death is unto bleaching. There's no reason why we should be bleaching or why we should even allow ourselves to bleach. There's no positive to it, and no matter how much we look at it, the only benefit that comes with this is eventual pain and suffering. The superior service that comes with actually allowing ourselves to bleach and tarnish or compromise our skin is death to our Blackness. We shouldn't let this happen. We should not allow ourselves, as a unique race with exemplary Black skin, continue to douse our bodies in these harmful chemicals made to enrich the pockets of those who don't care about your skin. At the same time, you get nothing positive in return. How do you not see that they literally don't care for your skin, but care for the money they can make from us? I know this because I have carried out ample research. Some of these bleaching companies painfully are owned by Black skin folks like you and I. These Black skin people don't necessarily even make use of these bleaching products. Yet many billboards you walk past have bleaching products promoting self-hate signs, especially in foreign countries. Those who make the medicine don't take it. Ask most pharmacists, and they will tell you that they don't get high off of their supply because it quite frankly isn't a good idea. And it is what most owners of these bleaching companies do. They don't use these products, even while they subject many Blacks to use them by putting up racially stereotypical adverts and enticing pages on magazines. They leave their skin untouched and as the way they are. So why kill your skin? I challenge you to pick up those bottles of creams and lotions and toss them into the bin right this instant. Take them out of your home and out of your lives because they shouldn't be there. Any product which attempts to or which successfully tampers with your beautiful Black skin should never exist in your home or even be around you. I call on Black brothers and sisters to boycott these bleaching sections in malls and shopping marts. I challenge you to do away with them and watch how fast they are bound to crumble without your patronage. You are the soul of these companies, and while they continue to take away from you, they remain intact and function as they please. There is nothing wrong with your skin. There has been nothing wrong with your skin from the moment you were born, and you shouldn't allow anyone or any company to tell you otherwise. These companies manufacturing harmful skin products are the ones with the problems, and not you. Instead of allowing them to lead you on, why not ensure that you seek the truth as I inform you now, and fight fervently against the bleaching lotions and creams? If you took your time to understand how badly these people affect your skin, then you will see reason and need to bring death to the act of skin bleaching. As Blacks, this should have no place in our existence. It shouldn't even be something we think about or even attempt to reason through. If you cannot find help in bringing down the effects bleaching creams have on you as a Black person, seek advice. Many people are willing to assist you in putting an end to whatever holds the bleaching companies have on you. These companies deal in psychological warfare, where you don't even realize how much you are harming yourself because they have weighed the part to you that is most vulnerable, and they will decide to explore it. They don't see the users of these deadly and quite despicable bleaching products as customers, but as a means to an end, with the end being enriching their fat pockets. I challenge you, my Black brothers and sisters, into seeing the truth for yourself and towards denouncing the cruel grasp these bleaching establishments and their products have on you. You don't need to kill your skin with bleaching cream. You don't need to enhance your blackness with any product. How can these bleaching creams make what is born perfect, your black skin, any better? It becomes the billion-dollar question. Let's take a look at the warnings I've been giving and how terrible these bleaching creams genuinely are to your skin. Take heed that nothing I say here is false. I've done ample research in my fight against bleaching and in the desire to ensure that it hold on my Black brothers and sisters come to an end promptly. How bleaching harms your skin. Heightened skin diseases. One of the most troublesome effects bleaching has on you, my dear brothers and sisters with black skin, our skin naturally bears toughness and powerful preventative nature against diseases. But when you begin to subject it to chemicals and bleaching products, this causes it to lose the firmness I speak on. Bleaching opens you up to cancer and other harmful skin diseases. Some other noted conditions you are bound to have include eczema, fungal infections, cancer, and the likes. Derailed healing processes. Bleaching affects your skin's ability to heal correctly. When you bleach, you are more likely to have injuries or sores which will remain open or continue to extend to get worse. You might not be able to understand. These injuries might even become infected, and when this happens, you will find yourself in an even more trouble than you already started to have. A relatively small wound might now become life-threatening. It might even become severely infected and result in expensive surgeries or even amputation of that area of your body. You could die. Discoloration. Have you walked past people whose faces bear patches of white and black? You must have come across some with blood patches on their face too. These people are more likely to have fallen victim to bleaching when they decided their black skin isn't good enough and they went ahead to destroy it. They lose their natural beauty and end up bearing discoloration. These patches distort their appearance and cause their faces to become heinous. If only they could realize how naturally beautiful they were before they decided to damage their face with bleaching creams. Sunlight becomes an enemy. Isn't this crazy to even think and process? Imagine not being able to enjoy a relaxing day in the sun with your family or with your loved one. Can you imagine not being able to successfully run around the beach on a sunny day just because you damaged your skin with bleaching creams? When you bleach, the sun becomes an enemy, and many black sisters won't even be able to enjoy themselves in broad daylight when the sun heats a little. They become prisoners in their skin, which isn't fun and which should not be the case. Black men and women are born free and should never be slaves to anything, not even bleaching creams. Unwanted chemical reactions. You can easily pick up adverse chemical reactions when you bleach your skin. Blisters can form and they might even become life-threatening in the long run. With all these, which I have stated, isn't it rather sensible to stop bleaching and seek help to put an end to how our black brothers and sisters kill the melanin in their skin? I, for one, believe this will be a significant development, and it will only go to make sure that we appreciate ourselves even more than we currently do. Aside from the physical harm that bleaching causes us, there are the psychological ones too. One secret behind the psychological harm we face when we use bleaching cream is that you will never see the need to stop. It also ends up making you feel like you're a failure and as if your skin color can never be good enough. Isn't it suitable for our black brothers and sisters? It isn't good because it automatically brings the need to bolster our self-esteem with these ridiculous creams and lotions. Those who use these cursed bleaching creams do so with so many mental struggles. They begin to feel like they aren't good enough. They use more bleaching creams and continue to do so until they no longer have control over themselves. Let us come together to put an end to this promptly. I believe we can do this with the right mindset and with the paramount understanding. We lose far more and gain close to nothing with these despicable bleaching creams. Having a look at what we supposedly achieve when we use bleaching creams only opens us to the reality that we will in no way be able to return to the perfect state in which we were born. Black skin isn't a curse for you to get rid of, but a gem for you to polish always and maintain. Rally behind me and let us put an end to this unjust means through which people demean our skin. If we all see how disruptive and dangerous this ordeal is, we are bound to come through victorious against bleaching and the companies associated with them. I like my black brothers and sister just the way they are. The beauty in them goes past the color of their skin, and they need to begin to see that they are capable of accepting themselves if they could see how beautiful their skin is. Sisters need to do is look past these crazy bleaching products and their advertisements. Find that beauty in being black, and you will never see the need to bleach ever again. Black is beauty, and it is gold. Treat it as such, and don't allow yourself to fall the rabbit hole called bleaching.